It is March 15th, 2013, the Ides of March. You're watching Sorry for Your Luck Video Live. Delicious. Howdy, howdy. Y2k checking in. With me as always, nobody. Checking in with the with my top 3 Sopranos season 1. We've been blazing through that. Pat's really going fast. I'm not sure what he's doing besides working and probably just neglecting his family, but really going through. Hope you guys are going through them too. It's kind of fun getting back to watching it. Real good show. Watched the finale last night, season 1. So I'm about a week behind Patch. Really running slow. I thought I was doing good, but just running terrible. I got my aloe drink today. Delicious. It's got like little floaty aloe vera in there, and drink that down. Super healthy. Got to get on that if you can. Top 3 episodes. I guess do episodes first. Haven't watched Pat's video yet, but he said do episodes first. So honorable mention. Got a couple honorable mention. Episode 11. When they're trying to figure out if Big Pussy is a rat or not. Just real good. It's just them trying to figure it out. You know, it's really busting Tony up. Really doesn't know what to do. But the best is when Paulie kind of takes it. It's going to be his job. Takes him to get a Svitz. Oh, Russian spa. Real good. Guy wouldn't take off his clothes. But Paulie was all in. He's ready to go. That's good. The finale was real good. Another honorable mention. Just really kind of brought a lot of stuff together. Finally got Mikey, which is good. Junior got arrested. And then that last scene in the restaurant when they're all kind of just together in a restaurant. It was a real nice summary. Kind of just brought everybody together. That was good. And then episode 12 when they try to put a hit on Tony, try to clip him. So that was good. You know, those guys go after him. He's just been depressed the whole episode. He's all doped up. That's pretty good. You know, everything's kind of just fuzzy. And then as soon as some guys try to kill you, it just snaps right out of him. So that's good. All right, my number 3, episode 8. It's when they do a lot of flashbacks when Tony's a kid. So you see him as a kid, see his sister, his mom and dad, Uncle Junior, just kind of back in the 60s. I think that's really kind of cool to kind of see. You know, you're all up to this point. You're hearing a lot about his growing up, and he talks about his mom and his dad, but you don't really kind of see him. So it's kind of neat to see that together. So I like that. It's my number 3. I guess that was my number 2. My number 3 was when they put a hit on Tony when he was all doped up. That was my number 3. I apologize. And my number 1, it just kind of has to go with episode 1. Just getting back into it, seeing everybody. It's kind of like, you know, running into old friends. You know, everybody's still there, everybody's alive, everything's kind of happy. Well, Tony's not happy, but you know, nobody's dead yet. So that's kind of fun. The Bada Bing, Pork Store, all real good stuff. So episode 1, my number 1. Top 3 tilts. I basically just kind of put characters, but honorable mention, I have some tilts. Chris's eyebrows just really bugs me. Why he doesn't just get those out of there? I mean, just grow and just unibrow, just kind of clean that up a little bit. I don't know why Adriana doesn't help him out with that, but that's unacceptable. And Carmela's nails, they're just super long, super sketchy, real gross. Don't like, my wife's got nails, but they're not like that. So it just kind of bugs me when I see them. Number 3 is Father Phil. Oh, that guy's terrible. Just a mooch, comes over for dinner, drinks up all their wine, really kind of puts the moves on Carmela, but doesn't, is not going to go through with it, really kind of toying with her. He's just, I just hate him. Number 2, Mikey. Mikey is the worst. Terrible person. I love when Tony just gives him shit all the time, comes up to the car, just really razzes him. And then he kills Brendan. Just really loose cannon. Just love it when he gets clipped. Just real good. Number 1, by a mile, Livia. Hate that. She's terrible. She's a terrible person. Just everything. Just has something nasty to say about everybody. Anytime somebody comes up and talks to her, they walk away. Oh, she's off. She's half nuts, had a lobotomy, or she steals, or just hates everybody. Everything is just terrible to her, and she's a terrible person. Best characters season 1. Honorable mention, Hesh. Like Hesh, he's got the horse farm, real cool. Gives good advice. Seems like he kind of stays out of trouble, but still kind of makes money, so that's cool. And then another honorable mention, just for his name. I don't know if I don't think I like him, as future season. That's what I remember, but just because of his name, Johnny fucking Sack. Oh, love that when they're out, him and Carm are out to dinner, and why don't you go have dinner with Johnny fucking Sacks? Number 3, kind of had a tie for number 3, which is kind of unprecedented. Whatever. I know these guys are season 1. They're in here, but they're not really. The characters aren't fully developed yet. So, but they do have some good parts. Let's kind of put them together. Sil and Paulie, solid guys, solid characters. I know there's a lot more good stuff coming out for them, but there was just enough in the later episodes that I had to put them on the top 3. But put them as a tie. Number 2, Tony. I really like Tony in his first season. He just doesn't take a lot of shit from anybody in kind of his business life, but just takes it from everybody. The wife, the kids, just everybody else just shits all over him all the time. No respect. It's funny how he has to kind of deal with that. The number 1, Christopher. Christopher kicks ass. Probably the he doesn't show a lot of respect to Tony, which I'm not a big fan of that, but it's kind of funny. He gets in lots of situations. I love it when he's in the rain trying to take those. Tony calls him and says, "Hey, call me on a payphone." He has to go out to the rain, just complaining the whole time. Tony tells him, hey, maybe go try out for the Yankees if you want out of the business. Basically this is a life you've chosen. Suck up and get it taken care of. But Christopher, real good. I really like seeing him. All right, settle in. Got a few more here. All right, top 3 scenes. Honorable mention, when you first meet Olivia, Tony goes over to her house, and you just see how terrible she is to Tony. Just complains and blah, and Tony just trying to, he knows he's supposed to love his mom and show respect, but it's just really struggles with it. And I kind of know that feeling once in a while with my mom and dad. It's just, sometimes they just do stuff to just really grate you, but you have to kind of put up with it. So that's an honorable mention. The other one just barely made it in the top, barely made it by the end of the season. That's and it's real quick when they're Chris and Polly are going after Mikey in the woods, and Polly gets hung up in poison ivy, and he's just freaking out. It's like, oh, poison ivy, he's got a gun, he's chasing a guy trying to kill him, but the poison ivy just freaks him out. That's pretty good. My number 3 is Tony's sitting at the strip club, and the bartender, I think his name's Georgie, he's trying to work the phones. I think he worked in a scene before, and he can't figure it out, trying to hold, trying to get an outside line, whatever. And Tony's just getting riled up, just watching him, just getting more pissed, frustrated. Finally, he just gets up, grabs the phone, just beats the shit out of Georgie with it. Just boom, boom, just beats the hell out of him. Oh, look at that, goats for sale. Just that's a goat. Number 2, Tony comes to visit Uncle June at, I don't know, the restaurant or whatever, and this is after Brandon gets killed, and they take Chris out for a mock execution. And he comes in and talks to Mikey, and just real pissed off, and just takes a piece of paper, so I think maybe a parking ticket or whatever, knocks him down, takes a stapler, and just starts stapling him. And he's screaming like, what are you complaining about? Free alterations. Just really, just puts these staples right into him. That's good, like that. And number 1, and this is real good because we just watched Goodfellas, and of course Christopher's in Goodfellas. He's Spider, and Joe Pesci gets into it with him. But Christopher goes into the bakery and just Christopher just wants to respect, wants to just go to the head of the line, has to wait in line. Tony sent him out to get pastries anyway, so he's kind of feeling demeaned anyway. Goes to do that, wait in line, finally gets up, and this other guy walks in ahead of him, and he gets pissed, makes the other guy leave, pulls his gun out, shoots a couple on the floor, tells him to get him some cannolis, put him in a box, and finally shoots him in the foot, which is what happened to Spider in Goodfellas. And the guy complains, hey, you shot me in the foot. It happens. Just walks out. Real good. And I got top 3 quotes. Honorable mention. Just a lot. Anytime somebody steps out of line, says something that's over line, it's like, whoa! Ho! Just constantly, anytime something offends him, it's just, and then the hand, whoa! Hey! And another honorable mention, Tony's found out that his mom and Junior put the hit on him, and he pulls into the pork store or something, and Artie's sitting there with a gun. He's mad that the mom had told him that Tony had burned down the restaurant. And he's holding this deer rifle in Tony, and Tony says, finally he says, I didn't burn your restaurant. I swear on my mother. Which he, at that point, he could care less if his mother got clipped or not. So that was just kind of funny. Trying to get hit here. Number 3. Tony's finally gets Olivia into the retirement home, and he just comes there, and she just complains all the time. And this one time he's there, and she's just complaining, and he's just getting pissed and frustrated. And he says, I come here I come here to get cheered up. You think that's a mistake? Made me laugh. Number 2, Paulie and Sil go out to the Jewish guy that talked to the guy, the kid that's running the motel. He wanted to divorce the owner's daughter, and he says something about, you don't need to come here and embarrass yourself. And Paulie says to Sil, I'm not embarrassed. Are you embarrassed? And then just proceeds to beat the shit out of the guy. He takes the bell and just beats him with the bell. I love Paulie. Good lines. Number 1, actually really early. It might even been the first or second episode, but it's AJ's birthday. and they're having a party at the house, and it turns out Grandma's not going to come, Olivia's not to come, you know, some complaining as per usual. And they're kind of in the backyard, Carm and Tone are talking about it, and AJ overhears it, and he says, so what, no fucking Ziti then? They're always talking about Ziti. What the fuck? The kid just says, you know, real good. Kind of catches you off guard, a little kid just saying that. But anyway, hope you guys are watching along. Episode season 2 will be coming real quick. Patch probably have his out next week or sooner. I'm at least a week out. But put your comments, put your top 3s in there. And as always, act like you've been there. Trying to queue up some more Jersey. Adios.